Hi, I'm Father Dan Sormani, a Spiritan originally from Brooklyn, New York, and I've been missioned in Mexico, in Algeria, North Africa, and in the Philippines. And now I'm stationed at Holy Ghost Prep outside of Philadelphia in Bensalem, Pennsylvania. It's my fifth year there, where I am the Spiritan chaplain to the high school, and I also teach French, Spanish, and religion. And I'm also part of the rowing team and a number of other great activities like Model UN and many other things. I was asked to share what surprised me most after joining the Spiritans about being a Spiritan. And I suppose to me, it's both the greatest joy and the big surprise is really living firsthand what Father Libermann referred to as practical union, that in everything that we do, we find the presence of God. And maybe when I first joined, I had, great visions of being this noble missionary and preaching the gospel, the Bible in my hand and going off into the jungles or the deserts. But in fact, I have found that, doing the dishes with the fellow Spiritans I live with, suddenly arriving in Algeria and not knowing what I would do in a country with so very few Christians and being told that I was already hired as an English teacher and to report to work the next day and suddenly teaching English to mostly Muslim students. And what does that mean to be the presence of God's love and mercy, and also to see the presence of God in my students and colleagues, and to find those excitement of everyday life. In the Philippines, when I was asked to begin the Chinese Filipino community and trying to learn Chinese, and suddenly finding myself, sitting there with Chinese Filipino families and everyone's talking in Fukien and we're eating the most delicious food. And I'm suddenly so blessed. Who am I, a kid from Brooklyn, that I'm suddenly like in the middle of other families who've made themselves my family as we share who God is and what God is calling us to. And then leaving them to go back to my Spiritan family, who are Nigerian and Irish and Brazilian and Malgache, Tanzanian. The richness and the surprise of finding God in so many cultures, so many languages, so many ways of celebrating life and love and who we are, God's people.